Good morning, guys. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Once again, welcome to South Africa Lately, a channel that discusses South African trending news. We do, however, grab here and there from international news when it is trending enough to be brought here. Please do understand that I'm not a politician. I do not have deep knowledge in politics. However, I am a South African citizen who's also a voter, and I do believe that my views count when it comes to political affairs of this beautiful country of ours. So yesterday, our MPs were debating Usaid, debating the defunding of South Africa by the US. We had different MPs saying different things. We had Gayton Mackenzie saying, you know what, we need to fix our relationship with the US. We need to follow in the footsteps of Russia, who have fixed their own relationship with the US. Said we need to take the people that are illegally in South Africa back home to the countries that have good relationship with the US. Please, whatever your views are, share in the comment section. We had the AFP saying its own on land expropriation. We had Julius Malema as well saying, you know what, there's a reason why they want to silence my voice. Also, we had Motsaoledi saying, you know what, us and our HIV challenges, we are not the US business. The US owes South Africa nothing, absolutely nothing, which is true. Anyway, guys, what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave you with the video clips of the different MPs saying whatever they said yesterday in that debate, and I'll be back with more commentary.
It exposes the deeper systemic failures in the country. The illusion of reconciliation in 1994 allowed injustices to persist without full accountability. The COSEDA principle of sufficient consensus enabled oppressors to escape responsibility, while the Rainbow Nation facade only served to delay true economic justice. Today, emboldened elements of the past are once again challenging the progress that we have made. Let us be clear, some of those who benefited from apartheid never stopped working against a truly free South Africa. Their stance remains an anti-democratic South Africa. The irony is that they cry foul when we speak redress and transformation, terming it as racism, with their only recourse being a nostalgic longing to take us back to a racist past of black oppression. The return of the Trump administration has emboldened these forces, allowing them to undermine our democracy and economic stability under the guise of foreign policy decisions. AFRIFORUM and Solidarity have erred in their modus operandi. Their recourse cannot be railing one government over another. Their pursuit for recourse could have found expression in other legitimate international fora. One area where sovereignty and national interest must be exercised is land reform. However, this must be done responsibly. The IFP opposes the Expropriation Act, but not because we reject land reform, but because we reject reckless policy making. Section 25 of the Constitution already allows for land expropriation when necessary, but it must be done with compensation to ensure economic stability. The current Expropriation Act is flawed and risks driving South Africa into further economic hardship. We support transformation, but not destruction.
Chair, I understand why the representatives of imperialist forces will want to silence this voice. And that's why they will stand up to raise unnecessary questions. House Chairperson, the first remark we wish to make is that there was a very little engagement politically. If anything, people want to blackmail us about aid and all sorts of things. But they know very well that there is no reason related to any wrongdoing by South Africa which has led to USA cutting its own aid. You can't say Donald Trump must be elected today and the following day he makes executive orders, and then you come here and blame the South African government as if the South African government did not do anything in between. That was a predetermined outcome, where he wanted to come into office and punish South Africa for its position on Palestine and many other issues. We must be very clear that we are not going to agree any form of bullying by anyone. It's a lie that there is farm killings in South Africa. Actually, those who are married in farms and owning farms, they kill each other for money, for policy monies. The farmers themselves kill each other for greedy reasons. The farm workers kill the farmers because they rape them in exchange for money and do not pay them, like Eugene Terreblanche did when he raped a farm worker and did not want to pay. We cannot be told that there are farm murders in South Africa when the farmers themselves are actually killing the farm workers. It was a white farmers who killed 2 women in Polokwane and fed them to the pigs. It's a complete lie that white people are being killed in South Africa. If anything, white people live in privilege, and that's what Donald Trump knows. You cannot say Donald Trump is misinformed. They've got the best intelligence equipment in the whole world. They even have a military base next to South Africa in Botswana to listen to every conversation we have. They can tell you what is in private conversation in the executive and everywhere else. They don't need AFRIFORUM. They are using AFRIFORUM as a scapegoat to punish us politically. And we ought to be very clear about that. When the aid came into South Africa at the first place, it was not to help Africans. It was imperialist forces putting the aid into South Africa so that they can control South Africa and use that aid to always say to you, if you take a political stand against the imperialist forces, we'll always cut the aid. So we ought to have known even then that we're not supposed to entirely rely on the USA. I'm very happy that the Minister of Health is speaking about possible interventions that can be made to avoid that aid of America. We can do with every help, but we will never accept help that say we must allow the perpetuation of white privilege. We cannot allow the whiteness to prevail in South Africa because we want to save life. We will save life. America did not save us during apartheid. Children were murdered in 1976. Children were murdered in the 80s. Where was America against apartheid? If America had anything to save an African life, it's a lie. They never wanted to save us. They were never there for us before. Palestine was there for us. Cuba was there for us. Russia was there for us. America will never choose friends for us.
Honorable
we
member,
will choose our own
your
friends.
time
Thank
is
you
now
very much.
expired. Thank you.
Before invading the nations, the US always fabricates human rights violation to justify intervention. Today, same tactics are being used against South Africa. The growing calls by right-wing groups for foreign funding to establish independent states and to be armed by foreign interests must be recognized as part of a broader plan. This is the early stage of economic isolation, leading ultimately to military intervention. Next, AGOA will be terminated, escalating tensions between USA and South Africa. Our government must dismiss opportunistic African and racist groups exploiting US imperialism to fund their racist fantasies of an independent state. That will never happen. We will expropriate land without compensation, whether they like it or not. If they object, they can seek refuge in America. Deputy Speaker, Trump and the USA are not demonstrating strength. The USA is merely displaying an advanced stage of capitalism, which is imperialism. Trump engages in transactional and manipulative relationships with the world like it is his backyard. The hostility towards South Africa does not come from fraudulent boers spreading disinformation, but from America's imperialist agenda. The USA, home of the world's most sophisticated intelligence agencies, agencies that fabricate evidence to justify the invasion of Afghanistan and Iraq, and orchestrated the assassination of Muammar Gaddafi, Patrice Lumumba, Martin Luther King Jr., and Malcolm X, cannot now claim to be victims of disinformation from a minor racist group based in Orania. The USA has openly embraced the golden age of imperialism, extending its power through threats and the prevention and termination of foreign aid. In response, our government foolishly seeks to explain our policies to a maniacal president as if the USA were a victim of misinformation. The USA knows exactly what it's doing and why it is doing it. At a Golden Sachs event of the 27th of February 2025, South Africa President Mr. Cyril Ramaphosa stated, I quote, "Trump got the wrong end of the stick of the country's land policies. I completely reject this notion. The USA, home of Elon Musk's platform, X platform, Jeff Bezos' Amazon, Facebook, Google, Tesla, Starlink, and Silicon Valley, the global hub of data collection, cannot claim to be misinformed."
Honorable Deputy Speaker, you know, I teach my kids, I said to my kids always, most people don't live with reality. I said, if you want to be successful, look at your reality, not perception. America needs South Africa. South Africa needs America. If we don't work together, both of us shall lose. But South Africa shall lose more. America does not have doctors currently that's out of a job. We have medical students that don't have a job. Worse PEPFAR. Without PEPFAR, it shall be worse. People are going to die. HIV/AIDS is going to kill our people. I am coming here today. If you hate America, that's fine. If you think this is about Donald Trump, that's even fine. But this is not about Donald Trump. This is about the 230,000 people that will be out of a job. This is about the people that will be dying. I'm not here. I don't care what you feel. So to South Africans, come here with a plan. Don't hi me here. You have medical aid. You have free medical aid. You have free state medical aid. You come here. Hi. I'm talking for the people with no medical aid. All the people in this tent have medical aid. And the ones that run to America, I want to warn you, we have a Minister of International Affairs. We have a President. The reason why you're not posting the pictures of your American stay, because you met the janitors, you met the people there at this gate. Show us who you met. So I want to say to South Africa, let's be calm. Let's fix our relationship. You talk about BRICS. Russia, rightly so. Russia jumped at the opportunity to restore the relationship with America. India was the first visit that happened, was India. Don't come here. The world is going right. You want to go this way. We need each other. So I want to say to South Africans, you can howl as much as you like. At the moment, we can't even give our doctors a job. In conclusion, because PEPFAR has been removed, there's now 17% of the money is gone. I want to ask the president of this country, can we immediately stop to give illegal foreigners any medical help? They should be banned from all our hospitals. They must go to their countries who has a good relationship with America. And I want to say to the Americans, they can say what? In 2000, when people were dying, George Bush gave money and he assisted. Some of us, we don't forget the persons. We have gratitude. I want to say, not everybody hates America. We don't hate America. And not everybody here is saying America should go to hell. Some of us are saying, stop listening to racists giving you wrong information, but let's get together, let us talk, let President Ramaphosa sit with President Trump in a room, and they worked out the deal. Illegal foreigners must be banned from all our hospitals starting from today. Salute.
Trump
doesn't owe us any cent. Trump doesn't owe South Africa any cent whatsoever. And for that reason, we need to stand on our own. We must not waste this crisis. For that reason, Honorable Malema, I am challenging this House. Can we call a debate, to come and debate in this House? Why? All of us here, including all well-to-do South Africans who are on medical aid, why are we still getting heavy subsidies to stay on private medical aid? Is it fair? Should we be doing that during this difficult moment? In my language, the literal translation means during tough times, children of the same mother can survive by sharing a head of a locust.
Now that you have seen what various MPs said, what are your views? Can you share them in the comment section? You know, I've also noticed, as Gayton Mackenzie said, also noticed that no, there's a different move now on the Russian side towards America and America towards Russia. They are buddy now. You know, it's like, you know, iPepa and NTSIKI. So it's like two Ameshukani. It's like they're very close at this stage. So I'm going to be talking about that one after this video. So okay guys, my chat is, we need to be at a time whereby everybody that is in South Africa stops being selfish. And I'm talking about the powers that be, the people that are leading us. Don't lead us with your selfishness of greed, whereby the state's funds are being chowed in a manner that does not benefit the country. It makes it very difficult for us to defend even the ANC, who is the biggest party in that GNU. It makes it difficult for us to defend when we are being attacked by the racist organizations like AFRIFORUM. It makes it difficult because we haven't governed this country very well. So the narrative that the farmers are being specifically attacked by the government, because that's what it sounds like. That's what it sounds like. Whatever AFRIFORUM is saying, that's how it sounds. Yet we live in a country that is riddled by crime. You see? So now I would support AFRIFORUM if they said the entire country is not being governed well, the entire country is facing high levels of crime. You see, we lose too many people on the black side as well. In the side of color, we're losing many people as well. Imagine if we were to say we're being targeted. So we need to come to the same table and talk about issues of South Africa as they are. Not fabricate stories, not create stories that are non-existent, because at this stage, AFRIFORUM is being used, child, by the US. That's what is happening. What they're going to benefit is AFRIFORUM. Only God knows what. So please, so whatever your views are, okay guys, share them in the comment section. I'll be seeing you in my next upload. And the next time you bump into my videos, kindly watch my ads in full. It really goes a long way.